Hey, good morning, Al. It's Wednesday morning. I'm going to get started working on sealing up this seam right here. I'm going to clean it up with a wire brush, try and secure it where I can, try and get it to where it's laying a little bit flat. I'll use that fiberglass tape to put over that seam, and the tar, same thing. We've got like a bit of a gap through there. I know the light right now is got the sun shining over here, so it's hard to see. So I'm going to seal that one up, and that, some of this is tucked up underneath. I'm going to worry about the skirt a little bit later. I think this will keep me busy today, but just wanted to give you kind of a video before, because I'm going to run the seam. This is a kind of a joint between the two kind of flat seams, and there's a gap. Obviously there's a gap. Not there, it's on camera. But it goes kind of, if you follow the whole thing down, like this is just the plastic, and then I have to take it off just because it's it's just this one runner here that's about 8 feet long, this thing here. But right behind it, this is where the metal meets again, and so there's a gap there that'll have to be kind of sealed up like the one right above it, because this is basically that spot that I was showing you, that the 1.5 feet of insulation from the floor up is pretty much missing, like from seam to seam here. I haven't really been able to explore behind the wall on the next seam or the seam after that, but this one here I've seen. So yeah, as you get back to the other end of this plastic thing, we've got another seam, or the same seam, just further down rather, and then you can see it there. This is kind of where I stopped with the other one. This stuff is still just a little bit soft. I'm going to make sure that it gets at least that 30 days to cure. It should become pretty hard at that point, and then I'll be able to paint that elastomer over it. But we're looking, I just kind of wanted to give you again an idea of how much I'm going to wind up cleaning today. Here's this like vertical tear, so I'm going to go ahead and clean that and run a quick little vertical patch over it there. But down here, same thing. We've got this mold that's here, just means that from above, there's a little breach right there, and so water drips kind of down the side. If there's green accumulating on the sides, it's like places that I see that water gets. So we want to make sure that I get that sealed up. I don't know if the light is going to allow us to look in there or not. God, this is probably horrible to look at, in the sense that it's just a shaky little camera through a tiny hole. I'm not really sure. Looking there through my eye, with my eyes, that's one of the obvious places that you can see that there's no insulation in the walls there. So I'm going to get to working and post this video in a little bit, and we'll talk to you soon, Al.